Hail, hail, everyone. The Celts are here. We are going for it. It's Champions League night. We're here on the channel to do some reward openings. Thanks to everyone that's joining us live. Fist bumps on arrival to anyone that's catching us after we've been live as well. It is all going off today, guys. I've just came back from the Youth Champions League game where Celtic ran out very convincing 3-2 winners against Youth Leipzig. It was 3-1 right up until the end, and then there was a bit of a fight back goal. It did get a little bit nervy in the final minutes, so I don't want to spoil anything, but the hoops looked absolutely fantastic, and we've got the team sheets out, guys. We can begin to dream our nights away as we normally do on nights like this. But the only surprise, I think, from everyone's expected team is GT3. Greg Taylor gets the start in this one. And, you know, I put a tweet out. I think Greg Taylor, like, over the last couple of years, like, this has always been the level where he's never really excelled at. But every year he's got better. Every year he's been less out of his depth, even at this level. And earlier this year, before Valley came into promise, I was saying, like, this looks like the best Taylor has ever been, quite frankly. You know, he's had a bit of an injury. Valley's come in and looked pretty handy, you know, no two ways about it. And I even said in my preview on Celtic here, I really fancied Valley versus Nusa. 1v1, I fancy Valley to do quite well in that one. And, you know, I kind of hesitated short. If you go back and listen to it, you'll see I just kind of stopped myself on mentioning anyone else at left backs. I just felt that Valley versus Nusa, of course, you're probably going to lean into that 1v1 defending and see how it goes. But Greg Taylor did get 90 last midweek, and that is just a clear squad minute management kind of thing. You quite often see 90 minutes midweek, 30 at the weekend, 90 at the midweek. So obviously we're not to know that's the plan until we see it develop in front of us, but there was signs towards it, and Taylor does get the nod here alongside Trusty and Vickers, which I think we all expected, and everyone's favourite right back, Alistair Johnson. The midfield three, I'm really glad it is as expected, and the front three of course does pick itself. This is going to be really exciting under the floodlights at Celtic Park. We're just under an hour away from kick-off, and my pre-match prediction was a 3-2 victory to the Hoops. I've just seen us do a 3-2 victory, and yeah, not to spoil, I've got a wee video that will go out on the Celts Are Here channel about it. I got some nice footage, interview with the manager afterwards, and yeah, all the rest of it was a good. The last video did pretty well. I think you guys enjoyed it, but this one will be just as good, if not better, I hope. And yeah, I'm hoping that is just a nice little foreshadowing, because last time we beat Bratislava 4-0, and then we came to Celtic Park, and yeah, you know the rest of it. So, you know, good times. So I'm looking forward to it. This Leipzig team, Peter Galassi is potentially the hero of the night here, to be quite honest with you. I said it in my Celts Are Here preview as well, but just imagine Fraser Foster, but Hungarian. That's basically what we're looking at here. The guy is called Pete the Wall. He is a proper shot stopper. He's not going to be an easy guy to beat. If we get chances, we need to bury them. But seeing Bitshiabu starting in defence over Klosterman is a surprise, and I think that's something that it's probably just to man mark Kyogo. I would imagine they just fancy him for pace more than Klosterman, and they're probably just going to be telling him to be on a swivel at all times for seeing where Kyogo's popping up. Gertrude, Orban, Henriks all kind of speak for themselves. Haidara's going to be the guy alongside Baumgartner. If they can get touches of the ball in lots of different parts of the pitch, is how Leipzig might try and open us up in different areas, 1-2 touch, pass and move kind of stuff. We know where the pace is, of course. Openda and Nusa and Sesko is the next talent off the conveyor belt they imagine out the Red Bull Academy, as it were. So, you know, they are what they are, but I always think at this level, pace is the X factor. That back four, I'm not worried in terms of, like, Henriks is great an attacking fullback, to be honest with you, but predominantly on the right, and it's not really for pace. It's just he's like a really good football player. I could see him coming into the back post if the ball does come down their right hand side and he comes in from the left, as it were. But like, I'm not looking at these fullbacks and thinking about like Zappa and you know, who even was the fullback, Ryerson's, and you know, these types of guys where they're flying past you and they're playing at such a high level. This defence doesn't really offer that going forward, so it's, you know, less of a threat for us to deal with, hopefully, which is nice. But they are super strong defensively. Like, it will be getting yards out of these guys is going to be the hard part, I think, for us. But Campo in midfield is pretty much just a McGregor kind of mirror image in this one. I think he'll be looking to get on the ball quite a lot and try and knit the play together. So shutting him down will be quite important. And Haidara's just big legs, big box to box. Him and Hatate will be an interesting kind of duel, how that kind of pans out. And then goes Baumgartner. Look, Baumgartner's quality, but again, he's not pace. You know, there's very little top end pace in this team that could really just burst you open. So it could be a great game for Greg Taylor, who does want to invert and be an inside, left back, because that could just kill Nusa. That could just kill Baumgartner and Haidara potentially. A lot of the spaces that they want to have, a lot of the passing lanes they want to operate with. I'm sure they'll be in their changing room now, like vehemently, like changing a bunch of their plans, because I don't think they would have expected Taylor. Huge masterstroke potentially from the manager. Tip my cap to him. Huge night for McGregor and leading the midfield, similar to like Campbell getting Leipzig out. We're looking at McGregor tonight to be able to execute when the time is needed. Same with Engels, I suppose. I think this is going to be a big night for him under the floodlights and to Tati. Like the midfield, it's going to be leave everything out there from the first whistle. No two ways about it. It's just the way it has to be. And the strikers, like Kuhn is amazing at winning the ball back. We've seen that ever since he's moved to Celtic, really. Like whenever we've looked at his stats in the past, like he always has great defensive statistics. Even when like he first joined and he wasn't doing particularly good, a lot of this stuff he was still picking up. And I'm looking at this quite blind, so I've not prepared this or anything, but Jules 1-5, interception 1. This is coming off the bench against Aberdeen, so this is a guy, no tackles. Jules are, this is a different kind of match, I suppose, isn't it? What else has he got? Some AA Motherwell? It doesn't matter. I'm not going to look into this too much. Maybe we'll prepare that for another day. But he's got that kind of defensive element to him. But it's not really in terms of, like, he might tuck in a bit tighter. I'm not sure if Hendricks is going to give him that much bother to go both sides in that sense. But he likes to get into tight spaces when the ball's like settling around and just win it back. Play a 1-2 with somebody, he gets back on the ball on the front foot into space, and as soon as he's doing that and he's got people running back, he is dangerous. And yeah, Noosa's got that, Openda's got a bit of that as well. I feel Kuhn is maybe the best actual tricky attacking player potentially in this match, so it gives us a great avenue to go, I think, as well. And with Kyogo and Dyson, like I was thinking this driving in the car earlier on, like seriously, like you could take this whole Celtic team and put it in the Bundesliga and it would, like, call it whatever you want, Hoffenheim or whatever. This would not be a good game for Leipzig. This would be a very tough match. They would not be favourites to win it, I don't think. At Celtic Park under the floodlights as well. It's just a 12th man for me. So looking forward to that. But we've just came out of a massive Sorare weekend where Celtic weren't in action. They were playing in the semi-final, routing Aberdeen 6-0. And don't you know it, by the way, every time it's like a semi-final or we're playing Aberdeen and it's not covered, the scores fly in. And I've got a bunch of stuff to open tonight, guys, as well. So I'll open this Rivals one quickly because I should get promoted. Yes, finally, I've been climbing up these divisions 1 week at a time. I almost threw this one away because I was just quite late to the party. We'll add that into the pile, so I've got a few of those Rivals boxes throughout the weekend. We've got 3 of them. And we've won 8 rewards from this game week, guys. We'll click on the Pro tab here. We'll see. I think I did get some relegations. No, I got the promotions I went for as well, which is good. With the Celtic kind of contender lineups, or not the Celtic ones, but the ones in the place of Celtic. Got some La Liga promotions, which is really good to see. Those collections moving up, which is cool. And then, yeah, there's those contender D3s becoming D2s. And we got relegated. Did I lose a D1 somewhere? I lost the SummerSlam. Oh, that's one of those ones I don't care about too much. But anyway, it's not in Division 1 anymore. That's sad with MLS coming to a close, but that's fine. I can live with that. Now, I'm not going to open up my La Liga boxes just yet. I'll open like the limited one and I'll open the super rare one. But the essence I've currently got is mainly contender for rare. So I'm going to try and open up my contender rare boxes first. See what comes of that. Yeah, contender. And then these are global ones. Yeah, all of these. So I'm going to try and leave those 2 La Liga ones there for now. And I'll come back to them once I've opened up all these other boxes and we see how much essence we get. Do we get a card or anything like that? No, I didn't hang on to a card. I was on for a card reward somewhere. And I think I might have been capped 260. I think I maybe won the cap modes. I had goalkeepers smashing 97 points. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, he's in that team? For fuck's sake. Typical, isn't it? But we've got a bunch of boxes to open up, which will be fun. This is the game week we're in. I've got my Celtic lineup locked and loaded and ready to go. Double forward, which is like akimbo shotguns. If you ever play Call of Duty, coming out firing. Captain McGregor, Big Vickers, Casper, you know the deal. Not going to look at the rest of this, it's not important, but quick glance into last week. See where these boxes came from. Top 4% again in that competition, which was fun. But yeah, I think it might have been this one with Captain Tanaka, or it might have been this one with Captain Forsberg. One of them was, they're right close in points, aren't they? One of them was on for a card. I think that's when I lost it. But anyway, let's go and open up these boxes. Let's see what we've got. and then we'll try and pull some essence. So I think we're ready to go. Yeah, we've got 19 essence. So if we don't, we've got the yellow box is for giveaways, and the blue box. Let's open the blue box to get us going. Let's just laugh, because this is going to be he diddly hasn't. It's going to be a level up. No, we've got essence 2. Yay! We're back on the road again. Love that. Right, okay, so let's see the rare boxes. The first one up is a light box. 1% chance of 20 essence. The 30% chance of 2 level ups is what we're mainly looking to avoid. Essence is essence at this point. Let's just get it in. Locked and loaded. We get essence. We get 1. So it gets us to 20, which is grand. The next box we've got, we'll be able to make a card tonight, which is fun. 2-star card. 2-star box. And yeah, not great. 50% chance we get another 1. 5%. It's very, very slim. As long as we don't get a power up, we're happy. There's that 1 that we were almost certainly going to get. A 3-star in-season box. So a chance to get market credits in this one. And yeah, good chance of some decent essence to try and pull a wee card out. Let's see, be good, be good. 2. Jesus. And then this one is going to be one of those global boxes again. Yeah, let's hope we catch this. 1% chance. We're crafting something anyway, which is good, but we've only just crawled across the line here, haven't we? Oh no, we get power-ups. Damn it. Now, I've got 15 essence at the moment. If we get another 5, which is not impossible, not impossible. It's very likely we're going to get 2, but if we can get 5 or more, then there'll be a card for giveaways. So let's see, cross our fingers and toes. 2. Look, well, that's what it is. But we did get rivals boxes, and these guys contain limited essence as well as limited cards that we do for giveaways. So this is a basic box. I don't know if that's the one I just got for promotion, if that's a free win streak box. Well, let's see what we get from this. We get, oh, a card! Nice! We get a card from Rivals, a Diade Samasaku, if I said that properly. A former RB Salzburg player who actually played against Celtic. I covered this in my preview on Celtic here. I actually seen this guy play in Celtic Park not too long ago for Salzburg. He currently plays for Hoffenheim. That's a nice in-season Bundesliga card we've got to give away on the channel now. We won't be doing that on the stream tonight. We'll sort that out in due course. We get some tickets out the other one. What box was that? A Rivals reward box. So I wonder if that's the free win streak one. And the last one was maybe for the division. I finished 3rd or something. And then, yeah, this is this a mission box, maybe? That's great that we've got a card to give away, which is good. And then we've got 23 rare essence that we want to pump. So this will be a tier 5 or better. Will we see the chances of it? Yeah, so 50% chance it's a tier 5 card, which is a guy that doesn't play, is very, very cheap. And you're hoping that you're just getting a guy that's at least young or a little bit in the wrong tier. 33% chance we get a guy that's he's somebody, backup keeper maybe, young at the very least. Tier 3 is when a guy should be playing football. Tier 2 and above should be a good player. So not great chances we pull one of these, but just the way how long, as you can see, it takes to get the essence. The kind of plan of attack these days is as soon as you get there, hit it. It's going to take fucking forever to get much by it. So we just cross our fingers and toes that we dodge that tier 5 bullet. I took it as super rare when me and Harry talked myself into doing it there. So anyway, here we go. Dutch, German, Deutschland, mid. Bundesliga 2. It isn't too bad because I knew all that was contender essence in fact, but it's a Carlo Sickinger. I've got no idea what tier this guy is, but it looks like he plays. So that's going to be... What, tell us? No, I thought that maybe that might have told us up there. But that's fine. He's a guy that plays at least. I didn't even know what position he was there. But now I've got some more boxes to go back and open. So I've still got these 2 La Liga ones. Now I'm not sure if I'll be able to get enough essence just from these boxes to do another pull. I think those days are perhaps gone. Rewards claimed. Yeah, that's all good. Sorted. So we've got 2 more boxes to turn. We can turn them around yet. So we've got a 3-star box. These are from Classic, I suppose. The rare divisions got promoted. 2-star box. Yeah, we're not going to be able to craft again with the probabilities of these boxes. Unless we get this. Right, so we'll hang that to last, right? There's a 1.1% chance we get another one to go, and it'll be all La Liga, essentially, you know. But we get one La Liga essence into the pot of what was 3 contender, kind of all-star. We had some all-star kind of essence there as well, didn't we? But this one we hope is a biggie, and we get level ups. So we must have got about 4 level ups there as well, didn't we? So maybe got some stuff to do with that. Wee bit of card maintenance, as it were. Fist bump, my man. How we doing? And now I'm going to just set a little rivals lineup for this, because how can I not set a team for the Celtic one? I'll have a quick rattle through what else is on the Champions League as well, and then we'll go and watch all the footballs. I have to take Kasper Schmeichel in this one. How much cap do we have? 280. This is quite a tight score. You can play this without even playing Sorare at all. I don't even know how many people are watching the stream. I've seen any point explaining that yet. You guys all know the script. I'm going to go with AJ, top scoring defender. Hatate, I want to go with mid. Kuhn in attack. And then what we're left with? 37. Right, okay, so we need to make compromises somewhere. What about Hatate? 54. Engels is 49. Alistair Johnson at 78 is mad level expensive. It could be Taylor's night, by the way. It could be Taylor's night. How many points do we have now? 44. Can we get a 5? No, I don't think so. So, Taylor isn't quite enough. Trusty at 57 feels like the economic selection. And he's got every chance of scoring as well as anyone else at this point. That would leave us 50 points remaining. That means we could pick Engels, and Kyogo is available, and Dyson. So what do we think is going to happen? We're going to get goals, or we're going to get good passes and stuff? Do we take Engels to go double mid? That could be the play. Because it's like, what does Kyogo top out at? Like 7. Yeah, so does. Yeah, I think let's take this, because the decisives fall quite easily. Tiki-taka, gegenpressing. I think Tiki-taka could work out quite well, because Trusty is on for like 100 passes, you know, and then Engels and Hatate will get a fair few. Yeah, I think getting to at least halfway on Tiki-taka is not that unimaginable. So I'll go with that. Captain Kuhn. Yeah. I think Kuhn could hit 80, more likely than the rest of them, essentially. What else do we have that's on tonight? I can see these banners up here, but I always yeah, so Milan and Real Madrid this tonight. Interesting. Lunin and goals for them are off. Magic Mike. Jesus. Can we see the actual teams on this for a page? I wonder if that would be much better to see than just going through the lineups on it. Because, yeah, okay. I think we can do that once we set the team. We can go back and have a look at the lineup. But I think an individual goalkeeper, you want Mike in there. In defence, Rudiger's always a good pick for Real Madrid in these matches. He's just a big game player. Theo is the other big game player, of course, for Milan. Former Real Madrid player, of course. I like Tomori and Thiago. They could do okay in a game like this, but I think you need to take Theo. We'll see how the cap shakes out at 280. We might have enough to squeeze in. The midfield is Modric, Valverde, Bellingham, Tchouameni. Interesting. Anyone else there on the start sheet? Nope. Reinders, Fofana, Musa. Not great. How's this game going to go in the middle of the pitch? I think, wow, Bellingham at 58 is maybe one of the best options in the match for points per pound. So that could just be a nice hybrid that we walk ourselves into here. And then, like, will Real Madrid, it's Champions League, you just really cannot write them off, regardless of what's going on. Vinny post, what do you make cry at? Ballon d'Or. We've got 98 points remaining. I don't think we could afford a Vinny, but I would take a Vinny. I would take a Vinny and maybe move to Real Madrid, because it is the Champions League, and then just take the best Milan player as the extra spot with the remaining 60 points against, maybe you just go full Hala Madrid on this. Because still having 60 points remaining, the only player you can't take is Modric. You could take Mbappe. All out attack. Shots on target. I think all of these guys get a shot on target, one each minimum. Joga Benito is like quite a standard thing, but I hate that stat waiting for it. It's a bit of a mad sweat. Sometimes you can blink and it just comes in. Winning a contest, winning a dribble like that. But I think shots on target. I don't know. Milan, Catenaccio, but maybe a wee bit more cat and mouse in this game. Rudiger loves to shoot. Comes up for corners now for headers as well. And then, yeah, I think all out attack is the way to go on this one. Could be a rapid way to smash the 40 points. Captain, who's a top scoring player? I have to take Vinny with the Ballon d'Or like scarring on him. Now, you know, he'll be out for revenge. Liverpool and Leverkusen's tonight as well. Best scoring goalkeeper is probably, oh Jesus, this is tough. Who's up front? That's the first thing to see. Yes. Oh Jesus. Midfield. Oh, Aliyesh is playing. Oh, and Palacios and Xhaka. This is an interesting development. Oh, see if this can hold. This might be a saviour for Aliash's season. Midfield for Liverpool, Gravenberch, McAllister, Curtis Jones. Interesting. I don't know how to think of this game. Who's going to be the best scoring keeper? I'm going to go Kelleher. I think Liverpool are going to win this. I think they will outscore Leverkusen. So by de facto, that's how I fall on that. 280 point cap again. So it's going to be really tough to get a lot of those big scoring players in. Something like Frimmers could be good at 42 because, you know, he's just going to be in the box constantly. He can just cheat his way to a quick 60. Defence is tough. Let's see what we need to spend in midfield. I'm not touching a Liverpool midfielder. I think I would still take Wirtz or Aliash. I think they could both, like, just AA their faces off. Wirtz is so decisive capable. I think we take him. And then up front, like, how could you not take Salah? 68. Could you afford that? Leaves you with just under 100 to cover 2 positions. Alternative is Gakpo or Boniface. Boniface is a nice price. But yeah, I think you need to take Salah in the first draft. And then Konate on 54. Leaves you 41 for nobody. So you can't take Konate if we do this. So I don't mind taking Frimmers on the 42. And then that leaves us 53 points remaining. Who is going to be the best other player we can afford? I don't think it's any of those three. It could be Luis Diaz. It could be Aliash. Tapsoba. Ezekiel Palacios could be a boss in a game like this. I don't think that Liverpool midfield will be able to live with Aliash, Xhaka, Palacios and Wirtz. This is a weird game, isn't it? I'm going to go Palacios. I just think he could just smash 100 out right out of his... Well, maybe I just take Aliash because of the card. I don't think it makes much of a difference in this level for having the right 5. I think that's more important. This is going to be high scoring, end-to-end stuff. Tiki-taka is through the roof for these players. I think Palacios is maybe a bit of a... kind of skews it a little bit. We can maybe do one contest on this because Frimmers, Wirtz, Salah... I'll love a bit of that. Let's go gegenpressing just to be safe. Just go with some jewels. And I'm going to captain Wirtz. I think this could be a... Actually, do Liverpool win this? But that midfield... Like, Xabi Alonso might have just checkmated this on the starting lineups. That's what I'm kind of thinking now, looking at this game. Chat's on fire, by the way, guys. Fist bump to you all. All Leverkusen, you think so? I could maybe go back to changing Kelleher for Hideki. I don't mind that. But I find it really hard to take anyone over Salah in attack. Like, Boniface is fine, but even if Salah gets 1 goal, I think he outscores Boniface. You know what I mean? Just simple, base, you know, like he's going to be getting into the box. He's going to be giving attempted assists and all the rest of it. Boniface needs to... He's against Konate and Van Dijk. I'm sure he'll do fine, you know, but it's not going to be a smooth ride. He will have to win duels and stuff, I suppose. But I can afford Salah, and I think the rest of the team is fine. Jules has went down, but with what did I just do there? Hideki? That's weird. Tiki-taka. Effective clearances? No. Joga Bonito's an interesting one. Frimpong against... Nah, let's just go with Jules. Oh, you're going with Grimaldo. Of course. Grimaldo could rinse this game. Grimaldo over Salah. That makes a lot of sense. And then we've got 52 remaining. We can't afford Boniface unless we do something with Palacios. And we'd probably go to like maybe Ali-ish. Does that save us the points? Boom. Tim Gilderman just unlocked the riddle there, and it just all fell into place. I didn't really think about Grimaldo, to be honest with you. And I do think Xabi Alonso might have checkmated this on the starting lineup, because that midfield, that box that they've just put there behind Boniface, with Grimaldo and Frimpong either side, like that could just be... This is going to be a wild match. Disappointed I won't be able to see it, I suppose, but I'm looking forward to catching the highlights. Captain Grimmy, I suppose, is probably the way to go here. And then what else do we have on? We have Lille, Juve, Dortmund, Sturm Graz feels like a walkover. 25-point goalkeeper. We can then play Schlotterbeck, Sabitzer and Brandt and Nemeka. All the midfield boys are playing. We can afford Jurassic, can't we? Yep, and then we've got 59 remaining. Easy, play Brandt. And then Tiki Taka is off the charts. Let's just do that for safety. So I think they'll get tons of passes. Big Schlotterbeck. Captain Schlotto. He'll get phenomenal AA and could just get a decisive because he's Schlotto. That's what he does. Very underrated centre-back in world football. The best centre-back, I think, not playing at... I know Dortmund are top, but they're not top 10, you know, kind of standard. Sporting Man City, I'll leave that for the now. Bologna Monaco could be a fun random build. Skorupski's playing. Polish goalie versus Polish goalie. Skorupski versus Majeki. Oh, who's going to do better? I don't think Bologna have got firepower. So I think Majeki, but then he won't have as much AA to get. Skorupski can get that AA and ride the waves. Defence. Oh, you need to take a Monaco defender, don't you? But they're all so expensive. Single at 60. I think we'll try for that. Midfield. Yeah, I don't like that. Just don't score that well, these guys, do they? Really like this Akliush. Ben Seger at 48. It's quite tempting. Golovin on 51. Let's try for that. And Doy on 50. I think Ndoye on 50 is what I want here. No, Orsolini. And then fifth man, how many points do we have? 47. Who's going to score the best out of the remaining people we can afford? Magasa? Mawissa Elebi? I don't know these guys. They don't have a good L5 either. Let's have, well, maybe a... We've got two Monaco. Who do I know? I know Posh is good for it. Posh is good for turning up in a match like this and winning a bunch of duels and maybe jamming his way to a decisive. So I'm going to take Posh. Big Stefan Posh he's a good guy. You can back him. Dual City. Let's go for it. Captain, highest scoring player is going to be one of these Monaco lads. I'm going to go single. And then what games do we have left? We have two remaining. We have Lille, Juve. Yeah, let's pick that, get that out of the way as well. This is a kind of tough one. Lille have been doing quite well in the Champions League, not to be written off. De Gregorio and Chevalier. Difference in points is significant because the cap is only 260, but Chevalier is, again, very underrated and very highly regarded in my estimation, certainly. I'm not a fan of these Juve defenders. I would quite happily take Aissa Mandi in a game like this. He's a defender that is good at a level like this to win his duels, effective clearances, not lose possession, etc. I like Coop Miners in a game like this. Of course, I'm very biased. Locatelli could do okay, as well as Thuram. And who's the Ayub guy? I'm not too familiar with. Oh, Buadi. Okay. Yeah, mainly been coming off the bench in recent times. But Angel Gomez, I think, is the guy you kind of want. He can be one decisive in a 70 to an 80. And he's still trying to get into the England team, etc. Segovia could be a bit of stardust, but I think against an Italian team, Segovia could go missing. Angel Gomez probably stands up. Benjamin Andre is just not anything to be excited by. Let's put Angel Gomez in. Joe David for 58, or got 107 remaining. So I think, we can't take Conceição and David. We've got a bit of a Lille stack on the go here. So let's take David. And then best player left for 49 points. Maybe take Gudmundsson at fullback. Or Sarui here, this guy. Do we just go all Lille then? I think Lille in the Champions League at home, they could do something in this game. I fancy their players per position to outscore Juve, certainly. Not sure we're going to get any significant. Let's go with Jules. Double forward, but do I want to do that? No, I'm not sure I do want to go double forward. But that's Sarui. I think Joe David's fine. I'm quite tempted to play the Coop Miners, but then with that card, it will change my status of my team. Kefren Turam could be a good one. It's a shame I couldn't afford a Locatelli because that would be perfect. 55 points he is, 6 away. Yeah, I don't think I would swap any of these guys down to save the cash. Or save the points, the cap. Gudmundsson's a candidate. Coop. Take Coop. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Back here, boys. Captain. Goalkeeper. I've got confidence in Liverpool, James Allen, but I'm just trying to play rivals a wee bit. You know, I'm just trying to let myself into any of my wee theories or any of my wee gut feelings. It's just a game, you know. I see how it might backfire. I might be totally wrong, but starting lineup is a curveball, and you know, like those guys, man, like they're four. Would you say all four of them are world class centre mids against Curtis Jones, McAllister, and drawing a blank here. It's not Soboslai, the other one. I'm drawing a blank here. Ederson plays. Oh, this is going to be fun. Gyökeres versus Haaland, eh? I think you need to take Ederson because he's cheaper. Just so stupid not to, I suppose. Oh, best defender has to be Josko. Could be Rico Lewis, but it has to be Josko. Best midfielder. I think this is Bernardo Silva back in Portugal. 126 points left. We've got Savio, we've got Haaland, we've got Gyökeres. Best scoring forward of the match. Gyökeres isn't getting a hat-trick or anything like that. Let's get that out. Well, maybe it's right, but I'm saying he won't, right? Fight me if you want. Gravenberch is it? Yeah. So Trincao could do okay. I feel a bit biased with the old Savio. Could Haaland get a hat-trick in this game? He certainly could. Sporting Lisbon could be cannon fodder to someone like Haaland on the right day. 58 points as well. He's actually like the cheapest striker that goes. Makes a lot of sense. Gives us 68 points remaining. We can literally pick the best other player in the match. I would want to take Rico Lewis, potentially Savio's, but if we're going to get goals, Savio's going to be getting an assist or two. He's 1 assist to 80. Hard to look past him. So I think this is the way we roll. Tiki Taka works. Shots on target. Like, Josko takes shots. Shots on target. Feels like it could just cheat code in. And captain, I have to go captain Josko. He's the man. Most 100 capable on the pitch there. There we go. And we're all locked and loaded for Champions League. Excellent, guys. Wish us luck for this midweek. So I've got the Celtic team out, which we didn't bother about looking at earlier on. But anyway, we're locked and loaded, and we're pumped and we're ready to go for it against the bovine buffers, as I was calling them on Twitter today. I set a team for the best of Europe. I went with the Polish goalkeeper Drakowski for Panathinaikos away to Djurgården. And then I went with Josko, Tielemans, and then I went double Barca. Don't know if they're going to play, but I just couldn't help myself. Lewandowski to score 5 goals in this game, and Lamine Yamal to score 3 and get 4 assists or something away to Red Star, which, it's not an easy away ground. I gambled on Oyarzabal starting. It looks like Miguel Gutierrez is off to a terrible start in this team, sadly. Everyone else has started so far for the Super Rares, which is cool. And then for the global team, I've got my Josko here, my Olmo playing Red Star, Bernabe, Cherky, Oblak. It's a lovely all-star outfit. And then my first Europa Conference Classic team, now I've got Craig Gordon. He's leading out this Sociedad kind of spine of Take, Arambaru and Brais Mendes with a captain, Christopher Nkunku, Mr. Europa League for the Chelsea, at home to Art Sack. 4-man line up here. Valley's on the bench. That's a bummer. Otherwise, all good to go, guys. Hope you have a good game week. What did I win? I don't think I won anything good, did I? Oh yeah, let's check him out. Not actually looked at him yet. We won a Samasaku, which will be given away to somebody on the channel. Maybe a member. What did we do with the... That was a Rivals one, so... I think we'll give this away to a subscriber. I think this is a subscriber giveaway we do with this, because it wasn't from the Essence Pump. That's fine. And then we've got Carlo Sickinger. Don't know if this is going to be poetic or not. 26-year-old midfielder for Elfsborg, or whatever they're called. Elfsborg. He's okay, isn't he? He's okay. Yeah, he's fine. This is like a Team 3 guy, maybe. Fair enough. It is what it is. We've crafted him, we've got him. He's locked and loaded. And stay tuned to the channel for whenever we give this guy away. In the next couple of videos, you'll see it popping up at some point, I'm sure. Lovely little 3D card here in season. How's he scoring? How's he doing? Is he maybe coming back from an injury? I think he might be. It feels like he's always coming back from an injury, to be fair. But he's a guy that's got mad. He's like Salzburg centre mid, like But they always seem to be mad injured, like Naby Keita, Amadou Haidara, this guy as well. Like they're all very similar profiles in terms of their qualities, and subsequently always find himself. Haidara, we'll see him tonight against Celtic. He's in good enough form as it is, and is fit. But you know what I mean. There's a few of them that are like came through that academy in that position that haven't maintained form or maintained fitness for an extended period of time. But this is a good guy. Make no mistake about it. Especially if we're going to be following him for any sort of period across his career. He's 28. Does he maybe step down from the Bundesliga sooner rather than later? Maybe go to like Denmark or Austria or France or somewhere like that. Don't come after me, French people. The Bundesliga's definitely above these. But yeah, anywho, good luck to everyone tonight. Won the hoops. And